Becoming the exchange sport of surfing by reintroducing the scope of being a longboarder. Style, grade, Joel Tudor is always off and going on.
Is it? Okay, thank you.
Joel Tudor has never varied from his own style of living. He rides his own boards, he rides all different types of boards. He has his own style, both in and out of the water, and there's no question about it. He's one of the best, if not the best longboarder that's ever lived. And he's still only, what?
Hey Mike,
25 years
you want to run
old.
and grab him a shirt?
Okay. Then we got one more guy. And his name is Laird Hamilton. Now,
what has this guy contributed to the sport?
well, Jody, Laird Hamilton, what can you say about Laird Hamilton?
He is surfing, I think.
We in the surfing world and in the sport world have what's called watermen. Waterman consists of a guy who does everything, whether it be surfing, sailing, riding the largest waves ever ridden.
Kite surfing.
Kite surfing. Laird Hamilton has been an innovator in every single one of those aspects. The first guy to do tow wings. He's a world-class windsurfer, actually holds records for some of the fastest speeds ever recorded on a windsurfer. He's now doing hydrofoils. So Laird Hamilton is by far, there's no question about it, the best waterman in the world, and we'll be inducting him today. Laird Hamilton. And Jody, last but not least,
The freak of nature.
the freak of nature. Okay, I'll say it because you're all going to hear it. He is the Michael Jordan of our sport of surfing. He is the greatest athlete to ever grace the shore in the world on a surfboard. Six-time world champion Kelly Slater. Now, Jody, you'll agree with me. But first and foremost, Kelly Slater has lived the life of a surfer and been the best representative our sport's ever seen. He's got grace, he has class, and his talent is just unmeasured. And we're inducting Kelly today, and you know, for me, growing up in the surf industry and being an announcer for the last few years, this is probably the biggest honor I've ever had, is to have Aaron Pye ask me to induct these 4 people. So, I'm going to have a great time today, and we're going to invite all 4 of them up right now. Come on up, you guys. Come on up. Joel, come on up. Let us step off a little bit right here. Okay, you guys, get up here, Lisa, Joel, Laird, and Kelly. Okay, I think what we'll do is maybe have them say a few things. Start out a little bit.
Sounds good.
Laird, it's an honor for you to come down today. We appreciate you coming all the way from Hawaii to grace the shores here at Huntington Beach. And what better time than during the U.S. Open when everybody's here. This is Huntington Beach, the circus at its finest, going on through this week. But Laird, you know, the story, you know, the weird thing is I just found out the story of your mom giving birth to you in a bathysphere. You know, as an experiment through the University of San Francisco, and it's like, so you were born in water. You're born in water. I mean, what natural thing to evolve into a waterman? You know, what does this mean to you coming down Huntington Beach, you know, this place with a history of surfing? You know, talk to us a little bit about the contributions you've made and how you feel about the sport of surfing.
I just want to say it's an honor to get this honor that I'm receiving and to be, you know, next to Kelly, next to Joel and Lisa, and to be, you know, considered highly for the work that I've put, you know, in surfing, and just thank everybody for the support that I've gotten, and I just hope that there's more big waves that we can ride. That's all.
Jody, I'll let you take the man to his right.
Kelly, how's it going, man? Just tell us a little bit about how you feel about being honored today, and I know that to be selected for this is a huge honor, and they don't just randomly pick anybody, and a lot of thought goes into it, and you've contributed a lot to our sport. So just tell us a little bit about what this means to you.
Well, first off, I have to say that I feel very blessed in my life. Just to have so many people support me and to do what I love and make it my living and to touch so many people and have them reflect that back to me, it's really amazing. And I don't really know how to give thanks to everybody. So it's really an awesome feeling, and it's great to see surfing being heralded the way it is these days, and for us to feel like we are athletes and we're respected in that way, and there's so many different facets of surfing, as you can see right here on this stage, and I have the utmost respect for these three I'm standing next to, and couldn't ask for a better group of people. So thank everybody for being here, and thanks to Surf and Sport for making this happen. And when I was a kid, I would see somebody's footprints or handprints in the ground. I would always go up and compare mine, and sometimes I get baffled by my life and get to see what is happening around me and to me, and it's really a great feeling.
This is especially an honor for me. I've known Joel pretty much since he was a little guy, and I used to compete against Joel. That's the one reason I quit competing. Joel Tudor is, besides the class act of being one of the greatest surfers ever, and I don't care whether it be longboard, shortboard, it doesn't make any difference. Joel has always done what Joel wants to do, whether it be in or out of the water. He's carried his own style and grace. He's maintained the integrity of the sport of kings by just his style in the water, of course. For those of you who've ever had the opportunity to watch this young man surf, he's absolutely one of the most beautiful surfers you'll ever watch ride away. There is just, it's like art. He doesn't miss a step. But I think the best part about it is Joel's moved on to make his own boards, try some different things. He's not afraid to experiment. And once again, that's all due to his integrity as a man, where he just figures, I'm going to do what I love to do. And he's been great for our sport, and he single-handedly is the reason longboarding came back in the early 90s and has become as large as it is today. Joel Tudor, thank you, and it's an honor to present you here at the Surfing Hall of Fame.
Thank you, City of Huntington Beach. I've spent quite a few amazing memories here. I was just recalling, I remember one time they closed off all of this for Dick Dale to play, and I was running around here 14 years old, having the time of my life, dancing in the streets, and this town's given me so much support ever since I was a young kid. It's amazing to think that I'd be on the same street with all of my heroes, I was here last year to watch David get inducted, and this is a really big honor. I'm blown away. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Joel. Now, Jody, I'm going to let you introduce this young lady right here. And women's surfing is where it is today because of one lady, one person. It is this young lady to the right, and I call her young because she's still beautiful. She's the mother of two great children. She's a four-time women's world champion, and the always stylish and graceful Lisa Andersen.
For me as a fellow women's surfer, and growing up, we didn't really have like the role models to look up to, and girls weren't covered in the magazines as much, and then Lisa came along, and it was like such a breath of fresh air to be able to see somebody who just absolutely rips, and is a beautiful person, and just somebody to look up to strive towards. And Lisa just did so much for women's surfing, and women's surfing wouldn't be where it is today if it wasn't for Lisa Andersen. And she's just an awesome person, and I don't know, That's it. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about, I know that you're like really honored. We had breakfast together the other day and I was telling her, I'm like, hey man, you got your speech ready? She's like, I'm nervous. But tell us a little bit about how you're feeling today with being honored as one of the Hall of Fame inductees.
I can barely breathe right now. Thank you, Jody, for all those nice things. Thanks everybody for coming down today. It's just a huge honor for me, especially to be inducted with these guys here, as they're all my heroes. You know, I spent quite a lot of time here when I was a kid. I served Kelly yogurt down the street by a sugar shack when he was like 12. So I've got a lot of memories here in Huntington. It's been really good to me. It taught me how to surf and how to deal with crowds. Also taught me how to, you know, deal with people, and some of the biggest fans in the world are here in Huntington Beach that come to watch us compete every year. And I say without the fans, I probably wouldn't be here now. So I'd like to thank everybody that's always supported me from when I started here in Huntington Beach to throughout my whole career to now. And there's too many to name, but I just want you to know who you are, and thank you so much. And this is a great honor. Thanks for coming.
Okay, now first of all, you folks would turn around behind you. We have something special for you, these trophies. If you guys would pick them up, we're going to get some photos. Once again, Laird, you can grab yours. Kelly, you can grab yours. Go ahead, pick them up. Yeah, thanks, guys. And since we have most of our media folks over here, you can spin around. Oh, okay, let's get them on this side first. Let's get these people. The folks, all the fans. Round of applause for our Hall of Fame inductees right here. Now, once again, looks like we got a few folks here from the media who want a few photos. There's a process here we're following. As you can see, we're waiting for the cement to set up. Very scientifically done. How about one more round of applause? You guys. The Surfing Hall of Fame. Now, of course, there needs to be a big round of applause for the owner. Now, 25 years is a long time. Next summer, Aaron Pye is going to celebrate the 25th year of Huntington Surf and Sport. 1978, Aaron Pye, as a youngster, took out a loan from part of his family. And he used to be a 12-year-old blonde. I remember when Aaron was a little kid surfing out by the pier. He and I grew up in the same era here, surfing Huntington. He used to surf out here all day. His dream was to start a surf shop here in Huntington Beach in his hometown. And I think that dream's come along pretty well, don't you? You know, this is the atypical. This is what all surf shops in the world strive to be, Huntington Surf and Sport right here. They all want to be here. They all mimic it, they copy it, but this is the only one of its kind. And I actually worked for Aaron many, many years ago. I don't want to tell you how many. Down at the old street shop down in 15th Street. So I've known Aaron and worked for Aaron for a long time. But once again, Aaron Pye has brought the Surfing Hall of Fame here to the very front and center of Maine PCH. There's no better place in Surf City to have it. And it will honor the best, the greatest, the most prestigious surfers and water people in the world. And I think Aaron Pye deserves a large round of applause for putting this all together. Thank you. Well, I will talk to my official, Mr. Andimo. You're checking it? We almost ready to go? 2-3 minutes. Now what we're going to do is have everybody come down, have a seat in your chair. We're going to do one at a time, and as each one of you gets done, we'll be talking about you. Well, good things, good things. Talking behind you. Lisa, I think you're first. Now, Lisa Andersen is from Ormond Beach, Florida. Ormond, thank you, Kelly. Ormond would have an A. No, I got yelled at for me smearing it every day, too. Anyway, and she did come out here to Huntington Beach. She came out when she was, I think, 15 or 16. And I remember Lisa running around the Chuck Dent shop when she was just a drama. Knock told me to tell you that. Now, she learned how to surf, and within 3 years, she won 30, count them, 30 NSSA titles in 3 years. Went on to be a 4-time world champion. She has a 9-year-old daughter, Erica. She also has a new child.
Little Mason, he's 14 months old.
Just a little guy.
Cute little guy.
She came back into the pro surf world after retiring because of a severe back injury and is now back competing on the World Tour. Now, once again, not only did they put their handprints and footprints, probably the best part about the induction of the Surfing Hall of Fame is they have to write something really profound. Profound. Yeah, that's a good one. We were really scared when Robin August and Corky Carroll got inducted here last night. We didn't know it could have been more profane than anything. But no, they did good. But they have to think about what they're writing.
You downwind?
This is the fun part. I like watching this. Have you thought about what you're going to write today? Therefore, I am.
Go ahead, Lee.
Now, Jody, why don't you tell me a little bit about what Lisa Andersen has done for your career? Of course, Jody Nelson, by the way, besides being one of my gracious friends and a great co-host, is also one of the top professional surfers, if you didn't know, in the United States. She's one of the top competitors. Matter of fact, she is the points leader in the PSA Pro Surf Tour of America circuit. And you know, women's surfing wouldn't be where it is right now without Lisa.
Definitely not. So, she surfs like a guy. I mean, that might sound like to compare to a guy, but like
It's better than being a guy that surfs like a girl, is that what you're trying to say?
we're different than guys, but
Okay.
you know, can't really compare the two. But she
I'm sure
has
glad
so much.
too.
She has so much style and grace and power in her surfing.
Give it about a minute.
She did so much for us. And, I don't know, before Lisa was around, we didn't even have girls board short. And when Lisa got acknowledged in the surf industry, embraced her, they started seeing that women's surfing was an actual sport and was going places. And with Lisa's talent and her marketability, it really brought us a long way. And I truly believe that the work with Lisa Andersen women's surfing is nowhere near where it is today.
You know, she also, of course, in Sports Illustrated has the 100 greatest women athletes in history. And of course, Lisa's the only surfer on that 100 greatest women's athletes in the world. So that's an honor in itself right there. I think we're getting ready to go here. Here we go. Gets all squishy. It's like a...
Yeah, Liz.
Yeah, there we go.
Do you even know how many little girls are going to be putting their feet in those footprints?
They do it all day on the inside to see kids walk up.
And they all want to be Lisa Andersen today.
Can't blame them. I wish I could serve like Lisa Andersen.
Let me push the chair back for you.
Now Lisa's had what she's going to write down. She's had it planned out for weeks on these.
First she's going to put her name down.
Yeah, baby.
This is a little different than laying a slab at your house. By the way, everybody, when you're done with the ceremony today, I'm going to go back up on the tower and keep calling the event going on till 4 o'clock. There's the men's rounds, and then we have the women's quarterfinals. While this is here, we're already into the women's quarterfinals this afternoon. And if you haven't gone down to the beach yet, the waves are pumping. It's 4 to 6 feet. It's excellent. We've had great surf. The whole contest is ended up being the best U.S. Open ever as far as surf goes. Forecast for waves all the way through the weekend. So stick around. 4 o'clock this afternoon, all the music starts on the beach too. And tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the afternoon on the Philips Digital Concert Stage, band used to know as Sublime. Long Beach Dub All-Stars is going to be playing down there. So check them out. Long Beach Short Bus.
That's going to inspire so many little girls.
There she is. Lisa, would you tell everybody what you love? Surfing is a beautiful thing. I think that's great. And I think it reflects Lisa Andersen and, of course, our sport of kings, surfing. Which, by the way, is the sport of kings, if you didn't know. Only royalty was allowed to do it in the old days in Polynesia. Okay, we're going to move back a little bit here now. So as Lisa gets all cleaned up, Mr. Andino will let me know when this one's ready to go.
Hey, make sure you guys check out DJ KK down at the beach today.
Old Tudor. David always tells me, you know, it's so nice to have a young man grow up and emulate me, even though I was doing this 20, 30 years ago. Joel's doing it as well, if not better now. So, it's a great gift. We're going to let this set up a little bit. We're going to add a little more. You know, if you guys need these guys to come to your house, you know, they can lay a whole slab in just a couple minutes. Look at it. It's only take them a half hour. A lot of people don't know. When you think of Joel Tudor, you know, great longboarder and stuff. He rides pretty darn good. Yeah.
I love watching Joel fight. I love watching Joel anyway. He's got so much style and grace, and it's just a beautiful thing.
I think look good, or even a bad wave look even better.
Joel does a pretty good job of making a bad wave look really good.
Making it look easy. That's what always do. It's easy. It's not easy.
They swap seats.
No heckling. Hey Joel, you're making your own boards now, right?
What's up, Rooster? Huh? What you doing?
Well, let me set up closer without the legal order.
Yeah, 2 minute dress, 30.
What's new?
What? Yeah, 2 minute dress, 30. I'm like, okay, I'll wear my normal clothes.
Marketing your board right now.
Okay. As we're supposed to talk.
What he's doing is, a lot of variations circles should be short longboard. You see there, just short boards and just longboards. Here's the semi-final.
HSS, they want to make a video.
By the way, everybody, we got a great semi-final tomorrow on longboard. We got Tudor, Josh Moore, Colin McPhillips, Josh Baxter, Travis Laird.
Too bad I don't have anything I would have
Getting ready to go here, it's getting set up. And there's Brandino moving on to the next one.
Yeah, how's everybody snapping over there?
I was just
Okay,
sitting
Joel,
there,
you
not
getting
even
ready?
listening to it.
Oh, we're gonna get ready here in just a minute.
Joel, Matt says it's too wet.
Joel, too wet? It's okay, but just go barely put it in there. Ten, nothing strap on it or nothing. Just like real nice. Hang 10, Joe.
Okay, now, what better way than a longboarder to hang 10 right here
Hang 10.
in the cement? You know, kids are gonna come study his toes. And say, are my toes like that guy's toes? Because this one over the nose just right. Mine just doesn't get up there that far. Yeah, Joel Tudor. A little bit more, yeah. Pretty good.
Stand up. Okay, the hands gotta go out.
Pretty good. I can see the guy who looks like he's walking on water when he surfs. Now this is the fun part. Now you got to like to put your hands set. I'm waiting for the day somebody just falls face first. It's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna be out the night before a little too long. They come down all right the face first.
There you go.
Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. Look at it. He even puts his handprints and footprints in this style. That's scary. Perfectly symmetrical. Oh, look at that thing. Oh, a big one on there.
Laird?
Kelly's signing all kinds of things over there. You can see paper plates on now with the signatures and the shoes and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Artistic now.
to have the Surfers Hall of Fame in like 50 years, like the man's face Slater, and to be that prestigious of a thing. And Aaron's just such a professional person, and everything just runs so smoothly when Aaron Pye is in charge.
Buttering you up, man.
All right.
Thank you, Joel.
Joy, light, and love. I like that. Sounds like Love Odell's family. Okay, I think we got the man himself coming up next, right?
Eddie Cal, Wyman Bay.
You know what? Yeah. You know what he's doing right over here, which makes him the champion he is. It's not just his ability, but look at Kelly's always been like this, just signing autographs, you know, smiling with the kids.
It's very approachable.
A very, very humble man. And that's what makes him such a great champion. Now, Kelly Slater, the first athlete in our sport recognized outside of surfing as one of the top champions. Articles on him in every sports publication, or things like Sports Illustrated. Even guys like Laird Hamilton have graced the covers of National Geographic. Kelly Slater, though.
Hasn't Kelly been on the cover of like GQ or something like that too?
Yep. Of course, yes, he was Slade in Baywatch.
Not just Slade, Jimmy Slade.
Jimmy Slade. That's a great name, isn't it?
He lived out of his van, man. He was a surfer.
Once again, since the setup. Now, Kelly has come out of retirement this year, if you didn't know. He, of course, is the 6-time world champion. And just to prove a point, won the Eddie Cal Big Wave Classic last year. Just, you know, he hadn't won that one
He was
yet.
getting bored.
Yeah, you know.
Win something else.
You know, contest guys, they're kind of small wave guys. They don't really surf big waves. He just goes out at 25 for YMA and wins that. Not too bad.
Kelly's got a new video game coming out.
Won the Pipe Masters a few times. And I think the highlight of his Pipe Masters is the time he went to pull the rodeo flip. You know, we got these air show guys that in the surf world that think they do all this innovative stuff. About 5 years ago, he came out of a barrel on an 8-foot pipeline and busted a flip. And everybody at the contest just goes, free?
Yeah, I don't understand how people do floaters at like 12-foot height. Like Kelly is
Free.
He's a freak.
He's a freak. In a good way.
Very, very
He's
good
not
way.
freaky, he's just a freak.
No, he's done so much for surfing and pushed it so far.
And once again, of course, only the best and most prestigious people who go to the Surfing Hall of Fame that best reflect our sport as champions. Kelly's still signing furiously over there. Big shout out to Mr. Andino right here. Now, he looks like, you know, Mr. Cement Guy. How many of you folks, of course, have been inside Huntington Surfing Sport? It's got a very unique construction, and this man right here built the whole thing. All of it, those rocks, the aquariums.
Laird!
Well, turn to it. Anybody needs any work done? Man, Mr. Andino. Yeah, not he just said I'm going to listen. You can see why. He's got a lot of work.
Over down Main Street. Thank you.
Seriously, along with Mr. Hamilton.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kelly signed my shoe. That's cool. I don't have any
Kelly surfed Malibu, I think, yesterday. So
I'll
pretty
spend
darn good.
I'll give you $1. Yeah, he's going right over there. I'll try getting try having Joel, where are you?
Joel, you going to
Kelly, time to put those feet down. Folks, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to pull them away from me. It's got to be the opportune time with the cement to get Kelly. Kelly, I need you over here as soon as we can get you. You know, doing what he does best. Just a couple more. We'll get him over here.
Give a shout out for DJ Dean over there.
You're doing a great job. Okay, here he comes. Once again, the 6-time world champion, Kelly Slater. Going to put down those golden feet. If those feet could talk, they cut on them.
Well, they're talking right now.
We could take science and dissect those feet, figure out what makes them surf so well. The funny part is when you look at the pictures of him, the little Cocoa Beach grommet riding those old Keckley boards when he was like just a little guy, like 12, 13, he's got the same exact smile he does now. Just gotten bigger.
What about the Kelly Slater airbrushes?
Oh yeah.
I remember when I was like 14, my first custom board, I was like, I want an airbrush like Kelly Slater's. The one where it's like, that was really sad.
That was when he brought down the rollers that year.
You're bringing it back though, aren't you? I've seen a newer version of it. The neon. Yeah, how about those Star Trunks? How was that quote? I think every surfer knows that quote. I think I'll wear my Star Trunks, go surf lowers. That was the best movie. Kelly Slater, black and white. But this guy ripped when he was like 9 years old.
You know, out of Cocoa Beach, it's amazing. He became one of the best surfers in the world out of one of the worst surf spots on the planet.
Florida does weird things like that. I mean, how about Lisa?
Hey, you know what? For those of you on the West Coast that don't realize it, do you know that Florida has 16 world titles?
Yeah, we got to put a stop to that.
They have 16 world titles. California has 4. So anytime people in California say, oh, those East Coast guys, they have 16, we have 4. When we get 16, then we can get bragging rights. He has 6. Frida has 4. Lisa has 4. CJ has 1.
I never really thought about that.
Nope. We have 3 with Tom Kern and 1 with Joey Hawkins. So that's 4.
We gotta bring it back to the West Coast.
We have 5. And Kim Merrick's never been world champion, I think, has she? Oh.
Yeah, that's stoked.
It's like the shot at Duran for surfers. Are we going to lose that one?
Oh, that feels really strange.
Look at he even does that perfect. See how his toes, you know, like that's how he surfs so good. It just never falls.
Webbed feet. Last time we did this, they burned down the beach. So, oh wow. Oh, that was a top. I'm sorry.
I've never seen so many people want a dirty foot towel before.
Good catch. That guy's got good hands right there. Good job there, buddy. Okay, this is important. I want to see what the 6-time world champion is. Our sport's greatest ambassador is going to ride right here.
The hair in my foot.
Want me to clean the pen?
You guys want to know what it says? It says, everything is possible. I think that's the truth right there. Because you know what? A lot of stuff we didn't think was possible in surfing until he did it. So, one of the reasons the sport of surfing is elevating itself so high right now is because of Kelly. And that's a pretty good quote, I think. If you try hard enough, you put enough effort in, everything is possible. Why do I have a feeling a lot of people are going to step in those footprints up here?
Heck yeah, man. I can't wait to step in. Maybe
I think I'd rather step in
a little bit of his freakiness and
step in hers and stuff.
the famous signature.
That he does so quickly. He signs so many autographs, he does it so fast.
About the date? Hey, Lisa. Yeah, the present for you. Yeah, you owe me. The first one will be mine. Yeah, because I know her. That's the problem. Present. Giving presents to the boys and the girls. Something special. Something kind of skateboard for surfers, like a training thing.
You know, Laird's got presents. Laird brought presents for the other inductees into the Surfing Hall of Fame. Check these skates out. They're carved, they're the small carver boards, but check out the trucks. Designed for surfers, so you can carve on them.
Check out the trucks on that thing.
You know what? Kelly might be having this thing right over to the Expanian Soul
Kelly,
Bowl over there.
he's got your board.
Soul Bowl right now. You know what scared me? Probably got to blow doors and half the guys over there too. Real sad. Kelly, all done? Kelly's drawing, making a picture. I thank everybody for coming out too. This is a great crowd, great support. I'd like to thank all you folks from the media. Looks like, who do we have here? I see 2, 4, 7. HBTV 11, 9. Whoa. A lot of folks. course, all the surfing sport, every one of these folks from these red shirts right here, this is all the staff from here Huntington Surfing Sport. Ryan over here, the guy in the blue hat. One of the big reasons for putting this thing together. And of course, Aaron's been working on this for literally years, not just the last few months. It's been going on for a long time. We'd like to thank him for all his hard work. By the way, Herbie's Legends here too. You know, Herbie, you got some roots from this town, don't you? For those guys who don't know and think Herbie's the same with any guy, Herbie's from Huntington. Went to Huntington High. He's an Oiler. Jody, you gonna come down this afternoon and watch the women's quarterfinals?
I sure am. I'm going to watch my good friend Sophia Milanovic rip.
#1 in the world on the WQS right now.
Yeah, you should see her heat this morning.
I was calling her heat this morning,
Oh
remember?
yeah, I wasn't actually there.
I can tell you all about it. She was blowing up. Claire was serving well too, double aqua.
Oh, was she?
Yes.
Sweet. There's a lot of good little girls, Australians.
All you ladies out there. Of course, Lisa's influence comes all the way up to the present because it's coming out. Is it next week Blue Crush comes out?
Blue Crush comes out August 16th.
16th. I can't wait to see my friend Noah Johnson wearing his bikini.
Yeah, no, looks pretty cute with the wig on.
Now, one of the...
But you know, the only reason they needed Noah was because Rochelle hurt herself.
I know.
And
But he jumped in. He shaved himself down completely and jumped right into that thong like it was nothing. That's what scared me. He liked it.
Kate Scarrett was wearing the Blue Crush shoot too. All the girls were.
Of course, just the fact we're having a movie about women surfing itself has shown how far the sport of surfing's come in the women's realm right there.
Definitely. I've already seen the movie and it's really good. Everybody's going to really like it.
Okay, what Kelly wrote is everything is possible. Thanks, HB, for Peggy. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Kelly.
Kelly Slater, one more round of applause, folks. Coming down to the Surfing Hall of Fame. A great honor for myself and everybody here at Huntington Beach to have him come down. Okay, we're going to move down and around. Now coming up next, this guy right here. The first time, I know all of you, how many of you guys, all you surfers out here, remember the first time you saw the video of Laird at Jaws towing in? Do you remember that very first videos that came out? How many of you sat back and watched those videos and just went like this?
I want to know what his mom thought about that.
Oh, you know what?
If he would have fallen on that wave, let's not think about it.
Okay, the first time I ever saw Laird Hamilton, of course, was in 5 Summer Stories. Who remembers that? 5 Summer Stories, they have a little clip with a little tiny Laird Hamilton playing on half the surfboard and riding it down into the shore break at like 5 years old. Of course, Laird's father, Billy Hamilton, was one of the greatest surfers ever out of the 60s and 70s, one of the most stylish surfers ever. As soon as this gets set up, Laird Hamilton was instrumental in starting what's called tow-in surfing, as you know. First surfer to use straps on a surfboard to ride into waves that were too large to catch by paddling. Run that through your head for a second. I'm going to ride a wave that is so big, it's physically impossible for me to catch it paddling.
And he surfs Jaws a lot on Maui.
There's something wrong with the logic of that.
He surfs Jaws in Maui, which is a really, really big wave spot that is often very windy. And so Laird, you know, he got sick of riding normal surfboards out there, and he's decided to create this hydro foil deal where you like glide up on top of the water and you don't have to deal with all the wind talk.
Okay, round of applause. Before he does it, Laird Hamilton right here. Greatest waterman on Earth. Hands down. How about another story about Laird Hamilton? One day he got bored. He was bored in the afternoon. So he got on his windsurfer like mid-morning and just went from, where'd you go, Maui to Oahu or something?
Actually, we sailed into the Gotcha Pro to the Sandy Beach and
Right, yeah.
Where'd you come from, Maui?
Yeah, it's like, I was in the Gotcha Pro at Sandy Beach. This is probably, what, 1990, 91. And here comes Laird on his windsurfer, right? Out the back. I see, that's Laird, I think. You know, he's jumping waves and stuff. And everybody in the beach, he comes up on the beach, gets out. Where are we at, dude? Cocoism? Maui? What? Yeah, I left about 10 this morning. Now 3, I just windsurfed from one island to the other because I was kind of bored. I mean, just the kind of exploits he does. He went on a paddle race in Europe. They gave him the wrong coordinates. It was supposed to be, I think they were paddling from Sicily to the mainland of Italy or something. And instead of it being a 20-mile race, it ended up being 46 miles. And I think it was he and Kerbach, so they just kept paddling. They just paddled 46 miles, and it was for fun. Let's do that. Let's swim to Catalina. Nothing else to do. I mean, this is the kind of...
Let's surf huge sucking dry reef choku in...
And his newest exploit, I've seen the video. Oh, by the way, the new James Bond movie, you guys are going to see coming out, the new James Bond movie, the guy right here, he's the one doing the action shots in the new James Bond movie. As they show James Bond racing down those giant Jaws waves, wearing, you know, little outfits and stuff. So now he's James Bond. Okay, rides giant waves, paddles, swims, 007, he's a secret agent.
Kite surfs, windsurfs, paddleboards, sails.
Hangs out with, you know, volleyball supermodels.
Well, it's already Tate smoking for you. Have to fight the little girl with the hand up right there.
Oh. And also what makes Laird such a great waterman is his graciousness. He's always stopped since I've known him to talk to the kids and talk to the younger surfers. And
He's throwing double shotguns.
yeah, there we go. The double shotgun. What else would you expect from one of the Hawaiian contingents? And once again, like I said earlier, it's kind of odd. He was born in a bathysphere. You know what a bathysphere is? His mother was part of a medical study.
What are you trying to say? He's an experiment?
Kinda. He might not even be human. He was in Waterworld. He did the water stunts for Waterworld, that really good Kevin Costner movie.
Oh yeah, I saw that
That was
one.
a big hit. But his mom actually was part of that experiment, gave birth to him in water. That's kind of creepy. What he
That
does
has
now.
any, think there's any correlation there?
Probably got gills if you checked under his shirt. Of course, he's been with Oxbow for years now. Europe's largest clothing line, surfwear. Job there, Karen. Another variable is the fact, Laird's not really a contest surfer.
No.
We talk about sports, surfing, and watermen and stuff like that. You don't have to be a contest surfer to be considered one of the greatest surfers on earth. Contests are just one part of the sport.
There's many other facets.
Yep.
I think Laird does just about every single other thing.
Yeah, he's way beyond putting a jersey on in 3-foot Huntington.
When I saw that choking stuff though, man, I got chills.
Well,
in my
by the
spine.
way, you've all seen the pictures of him at Choku, right? Laird said in the article, and he said if he wouldn't have made that raid, he doesn't know if he would have lived. He tore all the muscles in his legs, holding on. He was going so fast that the straps, he had to hold on to his feet that it ripped all the muscles in his legs. But he figured it was either tear the muscles of my legs
Or die.
Gee, that's fine.
That wave in and of itself is just a monster. That thing has even contest scaffoldings, boats, like all kinds of stuff.
It kind of looks like it looks fake when you see the picture. You thought they took a little,
It's wrong that
they
way.
took a little guy and superimposed him on this wave. And goes, that's fake.
Well, you see the whole ocean just like dumping over him. It says Laird Hamilton, Sport of Kings, and underneath that it says Believe.
And then it has the Christian fish.
Yes,
It's
it
our
does.
life right there.
Big fan of that fish myself.
Yep.
And underneath that's the double shaka.
The double shaka makes it right there. You threw that down nicely.
How's that? That's all right. Got some cement inflated today. Say hi to Dad. Hi, Dad.
How fitting.
Live large. Well, nobody lives any larger than Laird Hamilton, folks. Hey, a round of applause for our Surfing Hall of Fame inductees. Once again, Lisa Andersen, Joel Tudor, Kelly Slater, and Laird Hamilton. Aaron, do you want to get him up here one more time? Okay, we're going to get Laird. We're going to get you guys back up here one more time. Kelly, Joel, Lisa, right back up top again. We're going to do one more photo shoot. Now that we got the cement drying. Kelly, if we can get you up here one more time, we're going to do some photos. And then we'll get this wound up and I can get back up on the tower so Fig doesn't get too mad. Morgan, you left for 2 hours. Oh, the bands are going to start. Sounds like everybody needs to get their lighters out. Okay. You guys ready? The count of 3, let's get some shots for the media here. 1, 2, 3, everybody smile. Yay, round of applause, one more time. Okay, let's get a couple more rounds of applause, get these people pumped up. These inductees of the Surfing Hall of Fame, Lisa Andersen, Joel Tudor, Kelly Slater, Laird Hamilton. And it's been a great day. I want to thank everybody for coming down. We appreciate all the support. We're going to let these folks get out of here. They got a lot of stuff to do today, some surfing to go on. And I want to make sure nobody comes across the rope. Everybody's got to stay outside of the rope area. Everybody, yeah. Okay, we're going to have surfing sports staff, if you guys could keep them across the rope. Folks, On behalf of Jody Nelson, my co-host, I'll see you guys down at the contest. Thanks a lot.
Thanks
Appreciate
for
it.
coming, everybody.
Once again, I want to keep everybody out of the circle. Let's get these folks out of here.
Yeah, like right here. Ready.
I'll talk to him. Talk to who? What? Talk to who?
Once again, I want to make sure everybody stays out in the circle.
Yeah, bro.